Welcome back to D&J React, where music sparks conversation.
Every day.
In today's conversation, it's how BTS Suga reacts to a guy threatening Jin.
Probably not going well. I'm sure he's gonna defend him and probably whoop the guy's ass.
Probably, honestly. I mean, bro, there's such tight-knit family and brothers and stuff,
man.
and it probably feels like them against the world, honestly.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
So if anyone's attacking any of one of them, I'm sure the whole gang.
They all gang up.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to. I mean, there's so many people out there giving them death threats and doing stupid stuff. They kind of got to team up.
Yeah, they have to bond together and fight the world.
I don't know why people even threaten each other, man. It's such a cruel world sometimes.
It's a waste of energy.
Anyways, let's jump in and see how Suga reacts to this guy threatening Jin. Let's go.
Do it.
Jin and Suga are part of BTS's Hyungline. Although the leader of the group is RM, these two members often act as the spiritual leaders of BTS. Despite being the oldest, Jin acts like the youngest member. On the other hand, Suga is a member who gives cynical yet realistic advice to other younger members. He may look cold on the outside, but he cares about BTS more than anyone. Once, a guy tried to hit Jin in front of Suga. This incident happened in LA when BTS were filming their show American Hustle Life. How did Suga react when the guy threatened Jin? Let's find out today. Suga, as a guy from Gyeongsang province, is not used to showing affection. Because he looks stern and cold, people wrongly assume that his personality would be the same as well. However, Jin says that although Suga seems like he doesn't care about others, he always looks out for others from behind. In fact, it's well known that Suga took care of the people around him ever since his trainee years. When V got scolded by a staff member, Suga told him that he needs to solve it on his own. However, unlike his stern words, he went with him to apologize. Suga also helped J-Hope when he just moved to Seoul from Gwangju. During their end-of-the-year holiday break, all the other members went back home to visit their families. Everyone but J-Hope, he was all alone in the dorm. J-Hope then received a call from Suga asking him if he was okay. When he replied that he was feeling bored because he was alone, Suga showed up to the doorstep with a bag of fried chicken in his hand.
Nice.
Suga later revealed that he ran to visit J-Hope because he was worried, who was sick and not feeling very well. Suga always had a warm and caring personality throughout his trainee days. He would even frequently take a younger member to the hospital to make sure he got his shots. Yoongi rarely shows his emotions on TV. Yet, there was one moment when he became outraged and expressed his anger. The only time when you will get to see him mad is when other members are in danger. People tend to be more sensitive to their own discomfort than others, but Suga is different. He turns into a completely different person when BTS members are put in danger. When armies worry about hate comments aimed at Suga, he brushes it off, saying that he can simply sue them. However, when his Hyungs and younger members are the ones getting attacked, he can't stand it. Ever since their debut, BTS members had to go through so much hate just because they are from a small company. In particular, people would mock them for creating their own hip-hop tracks despite being idols. A rapper named Be Free once attacked BTS's music right in front of Suga and RM. Yoongi kept an indifferent attitude and replied wisely to the insult. As a freshly debuted idol, it would have been a scary moment for him, but he didn't hold it in and gave a smart response.
That was that shitty interview where all those guys were
Yeah.
making fun of them for
I know, they were just dogging him.
making their own style and doing their own thing instead of following the same trajectory as all of them.
Yeah, well, they wanted him to stay kind of within the rap scene itself, and they were branching out, doing obviously pop and other genres.
Look at this guy in the middle. He's has his arm over the top of him,
Yeah.
not giving him space or anything.
Yeah, just trying to bow out
yeah,
to show
like,
he's
just
bigger
being
than
an
everybody.
asshole for no reason.
There was one moment in particular that really showed Suga's love for BTS members. BTS flew to America to film the way how they learn hip-hop using a program called American Hustle Life, and the show aimed to help the members grow into true musicians with the help of mentors. However, the so-called mentors were not proficient to be teachers as they were extremely rude to the young members. They would threaten BTS using physical violence and give them absurd feedbacks. This eventually made Suga get angry for the first time on TV. Fans were shocked to see Yoongi get upset as he is usually very reserved. The reason behind his anger was because they messed with Jin. On this day, Suga and Jin worked together with a mentor named Tante to complete their mission. From the very beginning, their mentor had a rude attitude. Jin got sad, saying that he thinks Tante wanted to partner up with other BTS members. Suga also said that he hopes Tante would listen to them more. Their tutor would always ignore them and would make absurd requests. He even asked them to dance all of a sudden in a crowded street. He tried to force the members to do it, saying that a hip-hop group should be able to show what the public wants regardless of time and location. When Jin refused and said he couldn't do so because of his bag, Tante tried to take away his bag and even threatened him. When Tante went too far and shoved Jin, Suga's face instantly stiffened. Anyone could tell that he was upset.
Terrible attitude, threatening other people. Honestly, heard them coming over to America. I'm shocked that they're even surprised that that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a shame.
Interesting behavior.
Yoongi said with a low voice that they are singers, not dancers. However, Dante was persistent. In the end, Dante got angry and refused to continue filming. Although the program was meant to teach BTS about hip-hop, do they have to follow these weird and absurd requests? After
More like
all, they're
bullying tactic.
humans who deserve respect. Yet, Dante maintained his attitude and treated them as if they didn't even exist. It's ironic how this person is supposed to be a teacher. There's more.
He's not.
He kept insisted
I'm not
that he
surprised,
wanted
honestly.
to buy a water squirt gun. He also refused to wear an apron when they were cooking together, and eventually decided to sleep alone in the car. Suga was visibly annoyed at how Jin kept getting ignored, and even he asked the cameras to go off for a moment. The two members had to do everything alone without their mentor. Little did they know,
They should have
worse
got like
things
Eminem
were-
or something, like to help them out.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
You know, like how he's treating them. He's just bullying them, belittling them, talking shit. The BTS, like Korea and stuff, it's like show compassion, show love, you know, reserve yourself. Don't
Yeah.
act out and be a psychopath. Like that's not
Exactly.
normal. But
I don't know, completely different vibe from BTS.
yeah, I don't
So
know why
I don't
they
know how
would
they
do
thought
that.
it would mix well.
I don't know. I don't know why they did that.
I think
to
they were
themselves.
trying to teach BTS like the actual rap culture of who the people are, where the music came from, the history of it, and get them to see what it is. Because I know in one episode they talked about rap, that you know they needed to learn that side of where it all came from and how it came to be. That it's not this costume that you put on and dance around and sing rap, that there's heritage to it.
Yeah.
And it comes from these people.
Yeah.
So I guess they wanted them to actually experience it, meet the people, and understand the culture of where that came from. Well, I mean, they were young kids. They were kind of thrown into this mix. So
Maybe
I
they
don't
just
think-
didn't fully
think the
understand.
kids, well, the kids didn't understand. I mean, I'm sure the people behind it and the management understood what they were getting into and thought it would make for good TV. You know,
Like
for
a
good
lot of
ratings
drama
and
and,
drama
like,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah. So I'm sure that's what they were thinking, like on the
Not
management
realizing
side.
putting the boys in massive danger.
Well, now, I don't know how true this is. You guys can let us know as Army. I heard in one episode, and I think it was in the very beginning, when they got off the planes and came over and they got in one of the vans and stuff, and they went to a store, the management that was with them went in the store, left them alone in the van, and these group of guys, black guys, came in, jumped in the van, took the van, and ran off with them to another location.
Are you
And
serious?
it was set up. It was set up to be like
Oh.
dramatic, like, oh my God, BTS, they got kidnapped type thing, you know, to make it really
Oh.
dramatic. BTS had no idea what was going on, so they're freaking out, losing their minds in the scene, you know. So,
Damn.
anyways, you know, it was like
Probably felt
for,
real.
for TV, and to them it was real. Yeah, they had no idea what was going on. They had literally just landed in a foreign country, don't speak the language. This is their first experience being in this van. Their management leaves them, and then all of a sudden these people bum rush to the van and drive off with them, and they're in this strange location, don't know anybody. Like I said, it was a joke. They kind of all figured it out in the end. Everything was good, and everybody was happy after. I mean,
speak positive in their music. Their lyrics are always positive, uplifting. That's the
Yeah.
one thing that the ARMY says about BTS is this music has literally brought me out of a slump. It's, brought me away from maybe essaying myself, like, so their music is very
about to unfold. Just because Jin could not find the chicken doll they needed for a performance, Dante hit him. Fans were speechless when they saw this clip. Jin, who was too nice, tried to get over it without saying anything. However, Suga was different. He could not stand seeing his beloved member to get mistreated. He immediately glared at Dante. The video stopped here, and we have no idea what happened next, but it's clear that Suga expressed his anger. Dante was no longer seen from the show. Suga appears
Peace,
to be a cold-hearted
Dante.
person, but he always takes good care of the members. When he gets outraged on camera, it's often because of other members' safety. RM revealed that whenever he has problems or worries, he runs to Suga for advice. Suga does not express his love directly, but his words are often very sincere. He said that his heart ached to see Jungkook suffer from starting his career at a young age. He told RM that he wishes he would share his difficulties and pressure with him. It's adorable how
It
Suga
sounds
cares so much.
like Suga cut the Suga cut the cameras off when Dante hit him with that thing and was like, "Yo, we got to get this guy out of here. He's not performing. He's just being rude. He's hitting He's hitting us. Like, what is this guy doing here? Just get him
there's
the
nothing
hell out.
positive happening.
No,
here.
he's
just be done
On
with it
a
and move
low
on.
vibration. So get this guy out of here and let's get someone who can actually teach us."
Yeah.
About other members and yet tries to hide it because he's too shy. He does whatever other younger members want. V has always craved for Suga's affection, and once, Suga finally wrote him in a letter that he loves him. When Taeyong saw the touching message, he cried tears of joy for 10 minutes. Yet, BTS members sometimes find Suga's unique personality to be a bit worrisome. V says that Suga is the hardest working member of BTS, although he never shows or talks about it. He often stays up all night to make music. He held in his shoulder pain and kept performing and eventually had to undergo surgery. Members all agreed that they were able to create good music because of Suga. It's even more concerning because Yoongi never shows his emotions. Jin once wrote an honest letter to Suga. In the letter, he told him that he admires how Suga does not show his pain and always delivers on stage. He then proceeded to comfort him, saying that it's okay to sometimes show what he's going through. Jin finished his letter by calling Suga the pride of BTS.
Honestly,
Suga
like
had to
it's
endure-
good they have someone like Suga because he seems like the one that will speak out and like make things right instantly, whereas the other guys are like very nice and conserved. Like they don't
Yeah.
want to like speak out and cause any type of conflict, but he's watching out for the best interest of the whole
He'll
entire
step
group.
up and fight for everybody.
Yeah.
For a great deal of pain and bad health conditions on his way to becoming a superstar. I feel bad for Suga who tried to hide his problems to not cause any harm to BTS. I understand how much he cares about BTS, but it's okay to lean on others in difficult times. Yoongi says he's not very good at expressing affection to ARMYs and other BTS members. He's always looking out for others even when he seems like he's not interested. When other members would talk, laugh, or joke around, Suga would always stare at them with a smile on his face. People often find listening to be harder than talking. Still, Suga is always a good listener who does everything for his group. Jimin says he often feels that Suga is a warm person, although he might not seem like it on the outside. He's not the type of person who would go from one person to another giving out advice. Rather, he's someone who would wait and quietly express his opinion when they are alone. Jimin says he learns a lot from talking with Suga. He says that he's still too shy to express his feelings honestly. But now, everyone can feel that there's warmth in everything he says. As one of the older members in the group, he would give out advice and also stand by others when they're in need. The 7 members of BTS were able to stay together for such a long time because they had someone like Suga. Yoongi often says that he wants the 7 of them to stay together forever, even if they stop creating music. As long as they care for each other as they are doing right now, this seems quite possible. This is it for today. I hope we can continue to see Suga and BTS stay happy together for a long time.
Sure, they will.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Honestly, they'll probably buy like houses close to each other and have kids and stuff in the future. Good stuff, guys. Yeah, that's good, man. You need someone like Suga in a group like that to stand up for everybody because everybody's so nice.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're
Really
kind of
sweet guys.
reserved. They don't want to upset anybody. But you have to have that one person in the group that just like doesn't tolerate it.
Yeah, I find that still like kind of insane that the company allowed them to go over to like LA and like into that industry and let them do that.
Well, like I said, that was kind of like back in the day when you had like MTV Cribs and all those reality shows that were kicking off kind of about the same time. So I'm sure that's what they were thinking is, hey, we could put this reality show on. It's going to blow them up, you know? And it was like for ratings and stuff back then, but not realizing like what they put them in.
Yeah, I'm glad they were okay. Anyways, I'm glad they're okay. Glad there's Suga in the group to stick up for everybody. With that being said, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for more. Jump over to Patreon. We're giving 7 days away for free and 15% discount when you pay up for the whole year. With that being said, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.